What's up guys, it's 2 here, Yellow GX. So today I'm just going to make a short video talking about my 6-month ownership with the Lexus GX470. I was coming from a 4Runner, and after doing some research I realized that the GX470 was essentially kind of the same thing but in a Lexus form. And so actually I got reached out because I was looking for one, and I posted on the Gixxer forum. Is that what we call it? Gixxer? Like the motorcycle? Anyway, somebody reached out to me and said they had a vehicle for sale. This is a 2005. It had 128,000 miles and it was coming down from Louisiana, which is great for me because I'm in Minnesota, and as you know, if you live in the northern states, usually you get a ton of snow, salt, and that really just makes the frame all rusty. Especially early Tacos and early 4Runners had a lot of issues with rust issues. And so, being a southern car, I basically got on the phone with him. We did some live Facebook calls, and he showed me everything about the vehicle. He showed me the underneath side and all that, and it was all just really clean. When you see a frame, it still has paint on it, you know it's good to go. So, bought it for $10,500 at 128,000 miles, which I thought was a fantastic deal for essentially getting a 4Runner. Obviously it's a little bit older, but same thing. So I was very happy and very stoked to get the vehicle. So when I got the car, the vehicle was already kind of plastic dipped on the grill. It had the TRD wheels on the 2-inch Dobson's lift. And that was it. So what I've done since is I actually added lights, the fog lights. I did a vinyl overlay. I added new OEM headlights because the old ones were all faded. I changed the wheels to some Fuel Shock D666. They got a -12 offset, which looks awesome. Went to some different tires as well. Kinder Cleaver RT, which is a mix of the all-terrain, mud-terrain. We took off the side rails. We did vinyl wrap on everything that was chrome, as well as added those 2 fog lights up front. We tinted the windows, and I think that's it. Yeah. So my 3 favorite things about this vehicle is, number 1, I just love that it's unique. I'm sure most of you have these modified GX470. When you drive around town, you'll hardly see another one. You probably see a lot of, you know, Outbacks that are lifted, Crosstreks, 4Runners, Tacos, Jeeps, but the GX470 is just one of those cars that you just don't see on the road very often. And so I just love that I have a car that I can look at and know that it's unique, and it's not a necessarily expensive car to have and to own. So that's probably my favorite thing about it. 2, the thing that I love about it is just that it has a comfortable interior. So I came from a 4Runner, it was a 2011 SR5, and I thought the vehicle was a really good vehicle. I took it out to Wyoming, did some road trips with the wife, and this one I drove back from Salt Lake City at one point, and then also went to Denver with it to go camping last year. The vehicle overall I thought was way more comfortable on the road, even though it was older than my 4Runner. Just that Lexus interior with leather everything and the wood grain steering wheel, and the sound dampening that the Lexus has is really good in my opinion. Even with these RT tires that have big threads on them, they are a little bit noisy, but with the cabin sounds and the way that the Lexus insulates everything, it was just really good. And 3, what I love about it is its capability. I mean, I'm from the Midwest, so obviously it's pretty flat here, but when I did take it to Denver last year and I got to test it out a little bit, now I'm not experienced, so I'm not going to push myself. Also, I'm with my wife, and you know, I don't want to make a mistake out there with the wife, with the vehicle. But from what I tested it, I mean, it's rugged enough. Where I live in Minnesota, and so there's just a lot of snow that I'm dealing with, but it's just nice to have the clearance to be able to do all that. And obviously I have the ability to take it out west, or you know, to the Badlands in South Dakota, and kind of just test it as well. So, and it's clear from watching other people on YouTube and following the Facebook page that these vehicles are capable. So my 3 least favorite things that come with owning this vehicle, number 1 for me is obviously miles per gallon. Now I know what you guys are gonna say, You don't buy these type of vehicles for the miles per gallon. You don't buy these for fuel economy. I know. But I just still drive it every day. It's my daily driver. Once I added the bigger tires and the wheels, I think I'm probably down to about 12 miles per gallon. So I want to do a few more mods, and I know it's going to keep dropping, and that's fine. I accept that, but I can still complain about it. The second thing that makes me feel a little bit like I'm in an old school vehicle is, you know, you just don't have the Android CarPlay, the Apple CarPlay, and the things that kind of make the vehicle feel a little bit newer. Now, obviously, that's something that I can change, and I will change. But I think once I do that, it kind of just give me a more 2021-ish feel, and I think that'll just kind of make me a little happier when I drive it. And number 3, I just don't know what it is. Honestly, for the price I bought it for, I'm really happy with what I got. So what will be the future mods for the vehicle coming? I think that we'll go with a new front bumper. I've got my eyes on, I think it's really nice. It's a tubular style design as opposed to just kind of framed all together with sheets kind of welded together. So it's just kind of more naked look, almost like a motorcycles for styling. And so I really like that look. I think it just looks cool. It's pretty unique. Side rails will come on. The white's pretty short, and even for me, I like to be able to step on something, and just the ability to go on my roof. And roof rack. So I haven't decided which company yet, but obviously the roof rack is nice. I do plan to get an overlanding tent at some point, a hardtop overlanding tent, and I just need that full rack to be able to do that. So that's probably what's next. And then the tire carrier is going to be necessary, obviously. Right now I don't have any spare tires on the vehicle, so adding that 5th wheel would be huge. And having the ability to put it on the back too will be cool, and it just looks pretty stylish. So to anyone that's out there watching a video about GX470 because you're thinking about getting into one, honestly, if you can get one at a good price, I know that the market seems to be kind of trending up, or at least people in the forums are asking probably a little more than what they can get for it. But it's kind of becoming its own little hype, right? It's like finding a Taco or finding a Tundra, or finding a 4Runner. We all know how hard it is to find a 4Runner that's rust-free, decent mileage, well-maintained, hasn't been off-road all crazy already. So if you can find all that, which is possible, you just got to do your research and be comfortable with what you're looking at. I think that the GX470 is a great platform to build off of. It's comfortable, it's fairly cheap, it's reliable. 2UZ motor is well known, it's been around forever. And you're also going to find a lot of technicians that know how to work on it, so that's a big plus if you're not a hands-on type of guy, which I'm really not. Yeah, I mean, I have very little complaints about this vehicle. Had I paid 40 grand, 50 grand, I'd find a million reasons to probably complain to you, but I'm gonna be realistic for what I paid, for what I'm getting, how I enjoy the vehicle when I look at it, when I park it and I go inside the mall and I turn around to look at it again. I'm very satisfied. I think the vehicle looks cool, it's functional, and people like it. Other people really like it. When they see it, they think that it's a newer vehicle, which is also cool, right, for the price. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. If you got questions, leave them in the comments below. If you're searching, good luck. If you've already got one, please share pictures on the Gixxer pages or anywhere else. And that's all I got for you guys. Peace out.